I'm Prophet. Striding down the narrow trail, he greets his crew before starting this fishing mission. At the cliff's edge, he gazes at the blue water. He is back where he caught a huge barracuda before. Pointing to the distant reef, he declares this new fishing party has begun. He drops the gear, showing the pack's huge capacity. He reveals every item needed for total self-reliance in the wild. Each ounce counts. Scanning the uneven terrain for flat ground, he prepares to pitch the tent, shifting from wandering to settling in. Holding a thin cord, he skips heavy tent pegs entirely, opting for rocks and rope to slash pack weight, save precious space in his gear. Demonstrating the quick release knot, the angler pulls the rope, showcasing a friction lock that holds firm under tension but releases instantly with one tug. Yanking the rope taut. Securing the final loop, he guarantees this nut will never fail under extreme load. Its reliability is paramount. Opening the small pouch, the camper pulls out a compact sleeping pad ready to set up his shelter for the night. Ahead in the wild, he breathes into the bag. It fills with air instantly, a surprising feat of simple physics. Scanning the barren coast with no signal and zero food, survival hangs in the balance. The ocean is the only hope. I'm done talking now. I'll gather firewood, start a fire and fish for dinner before sunset. See you when we're casting lures. Walking the jagged shore, he recalls a local who fished here for 3 days with zero catch. A grim precedent hangs in the air, but the ocean is unforgiving, right? Could get a fee, hopefully we can get a fish. I'm gonna starve if we don't get fish for 3 days, so how we go stick this? It's little hot that he's built, stepping carefully on the sharp rock. He readies his lure. The lure slices through the air. First cast into the silent hidden depths below. Second cast on the light gear. Oh, battling the massive leviathan. The angler's ultra-thin pay-2 line is pushed to its absolute breaking point against the sheer mass. The massive silver torpedo breaches the explorer, confirms the catch is a formidable barracuda, revealing the sheer power of this apex predator. Gripping the jagged edge, he endures the lacerating friction of the razor-sharp reef. He maneuvers to hoist the thrashing catch, pain secondary to securing the prize. Crouching in the tidal slot wedged deep within the rocky fissure, the angler watches the approaching swell with mounting dread. But a single rogue wave would result in instant disaster. Seizing the fleeting chance using the surge's momentum, he lunges and clamps his bare hands on the slippery tail. Dragging it in prevents washout. A triumphant gesture is cut short by a colossal blue wave. The angler scrambles up in panic. Scrambling up the wet rock, he saves himself but brutally batters the fish, hoisting the shimmering barracuda against the open sky. The fisherman admires its flawless metallic hue, a magnificent reward for the arduous battle. Perfectly hooked him. You can see why these fish bites through your line. Check out those teeth, man. Incredible jaws, very powerful fish celebrating the triumph. Starvation averted, the angler shifts to pure elation. The pink lure proves its devastating efficacy. With dinner secured, the angler shifts focus, no longer fishing for survival. He transitions to catch and release. The pressure lifts, turning the rest of the session into pure recreation and fun. The lure accidentally foul-hooked the slender fish by its tail, creating an unexpected anomaly in the catch. Day 3. You beautiful little thing. It's like a pen so high. Oh, off you guys. The host holds the giant barracuda onto a rock with a slap. He declares his field kitchen open, executing precise butchery, peeling pristine white fillets from the skeletal frame. He reveals the immaculate quality of the fresh catch. I hold the thick fillet up to the light. The iridescent sheen proves it died less than 30 minutes ago. Recalling the local fisherman who fished for 3 days with a bamboo pole and caught nothing, the explorer feels empathy. Resigned, he seals the leftovers. The chance to share with the elder is gone. Now the fish serves strictly as personal rations. He arranges the sealed fish bags on the rock, nodding to confirm that preparation is complete. He slices off the pectoral fins. The aggressive strike was driven by a completely empty stomach. Calculating daily rations, the explorer mentally allocates fillets across meals. Knowing tropical heat will rapidly degrade the flesh, securing cooling becomes an urgent mission. He makes a final call. If ice is found, he stays. If not, the fish goes to locals with his pack on. He moves quickly through the rocky terrain. Say you whenever I see you, this could take an hour, this could take 3 hours, but I really want to go find ice. So I'll see you, Yars. Back here, he mounts the bike and rides off into the distance. The front wheel wedged tight. He dismounts, shoving the bike upward with brute force against the stone. The landscape tests his limits. Stopping to share fish with locals, he pulls a large slab of barracuda from storage. Sharing the catch, locals accept the gift with surprise. The host smiles, satisfied by their gratitude. Asking locals for ice yields a flat no. Undeterred by the rejection, he mounts up to keep searching. No. That's propping. This is so sick. I'm just gonna drive around and give fish to him. He hits a deep, muddy rut. His goal remains strict: find ice to preserve the catch or continue handing out the fish. Reaching the summit, he stops, removing his glasses. The explorer shows visible fatigue from the steep climb. All right? That was. He offers a cryptic yes and no. And zipping the black bag, he reveals the ice. Survival relies on resourceful substitutions. He drops the bag, shouting triumphantly. The ice mission is finally done. Frost coats the green can. He taps the frozen drink to prove its icy core, a makeshift coolant for the catch. He adds a second frozen bottle. The chill will keep the barracuda fresh through tomorrow. Chill on the field. We got a nice little fire going here. He presses his hand on the flat gray rock, claiming it as his kitchen table. He lifts the bag, showing thick white fillets. Tonight's meal is set. Not flour goes, eh? See you the deal. 2 long sticks are gathered, laying them parallel over the glowing embers. The explorer creates a makeshift grill for the frying pan. Heat rises as the cooking surface stabilizes. White foam bubbles in the pan, using twigs as chopsticks. He flips the fish with precision and care. The first batch of barracuda looks golden brown and delicious on the rock. Meanwhile, the second batch sizzles in the pan. Looking going. Nah, and this is fresh, beautiful, crisp. Ah. The tiny fish wings are presented, explaining that these are the smallest fins he has ever consumed. The explorer eats the crispy delicacy whole. Every part of the catch is savo. The campfire crackles in the dark. The explorer reflects on the day while looking to tomorrow. Peace settles over the wilderness night. Sunglasses on, he sips coffee. Sunlight pierces the clouds as he savors the rich flavor. A perfect start to the day. The camera adjusts, discussing the locals' primitive bamboo fishing. He promises to give them any large catch. Generosity bridges the gap. He approaches the camp, ready to show the lures for today's hunt. A green 60-gram popper takes center stage. It is designed to target massive game fish like the GT. The last drop of coffee is consumed, flashing his signature gesture to the lens. The explorer signs off the morning, briefing the hunt for the giants begins now. Jagged gray rocks offer no comfort. Checking his watch, the explorer notes it is past noon. The relentless casting has yielded nothing. Stone piles offer a brief rest. Crossing his arms in defeat, the explorer notes that since dawn, every lure has failed. The midday heat brings a heavy silence. Local anglers catch nothing, seeing their empty buckets. The explorer heads to a lower reef platform. A new plan forms. The rugged slope demands care despite warnings of swells. The sea is calm today. Perfect conditions for foraging on the reef. What is this thing, man? It's like a homemade speared. No, why? What is this? The spear tip reveals a barbed nail wrapped tightly with thin fishing line and secured to the bamboo shaft. The makeshift weapon features a clever notch at the tail. Local ingenuity shines through. The nylon loop hooks onto the peg. Pulling back the band, the shaft slides into place, locking with a click. Tension is set. He lifts the loaded spear gun. Local craft shines in this scrap tool. True genius needs no factory. The spear returns to its crevice. The explorer carefully stores the ingenious tool, paying respect to its unseen maker. Legend. Let's get there. There's nothing to hold on to? Oh shit. Algae-covered reefs demand sharp focus. Tapping the oyster shell with a knife spine. The explorer swiftly drives the blade tip into the narrow gap. The hard exterior yields to force. The plump oyster is cracked open. He lifts the translucent meat to the lens, revealing the fresh reward beneath the shell. I'll be here for the next 3 hours if you want to find me. The ocean's unpredictability is laid bare. Pointing to the horizon, he warns a sudden king wave can sweep the unwary into the abyss. A dark cave beckons scrambling up rocks, and the narrow cliff edge, he rushes toward the shadowy opening. A hidden sanctuary awaits inside. Ah, look at this, bro. It is what Fond talking about. The deep cavern offers cool relief. Spreading his arms to embrace the chill, the explorer escapes the scorching coastal sun. Nature's air conditioning proves absolutely perfect. This hidden grotto feels like home. Crouching by the tidal pool, the explorer scoops up refreshing seawater to splash his face. The heat and fatigue are washed away. 15 raw oysters have filled his stomach with his hunger satisfied. The explorer decides to resume fishing for larger game. The hunt continues. The sun-baked slope demands endurance. Fighting the heat, he holds up the cooler bag with barracuda fillet, ready to share the spoils. 3 fillets it. A handshake seals the gift as villagers cheer. The explorer packs his gear to leave. The mission evolves. Crossing the grassy slope again, he reflects on the angler's fruitless wait. His pace remains steady and determined. Reaching the tent, he meets the second villager, smiling. He hands over a barracuda fillet. Thank you, bro. Be safer. Yeah. Have you all seen the explorer notes only one fill? It has left exhaustion etched on his face. The last fillet sizzles in the pan. Barefoot, he adjusts the flame, finding a moment of calm after a hard day. Lying on the soft grass, he rests his chin on his hand, watching the sizzling fish. He knows this final piece must be cooked to absolute perfection. Lying on the grass, he points to a message from his mate, Andy, hinting at a new fishing adventure. He drops his hand with finality, expression resolute. Recording ends as he packs to catch the afternoon boat home. He adjusts the camera, then surveys the camp. The tent test succeeded, and he caught a fish. Tested out the tent. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. And, well, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love.